Everyone wishes to live their best life. We experiment with various ways to achieve that, whether it is through study, competing, finding a partner, working hard, or admiring someone who inspires you. It is the quality of our inner being that does it all, or grapples with fulfilling life's calling. For the past 20 years, the Brahma Kumaris in Washington D.C. has been a space for any and everyone to enter into and experience one's soul calling. From 1997, the center opened in an old rickety house on Georgia Avenue in Silver Spring, Maryland, where cars and trucks that passed by would shake the space. But when you were inside, it was a peaceful and powerful sanctuary for all who visited. Since then, over 2,500 events, 17 city and nationwide initiatives, 21 awards, 2 meditation museums have served youths, senior citizens, entrepreneurs, scientists, authors, women, interfaith, the disabled, environment, small businesses, arts seekers, and even leaders. Millions of lives have been served, either through social media, the popular America Meditating radio show, or through exhibitions, lectures, partnerships, and programs held in the meditation museums and centers. We look at 20 years of service as a continued journey of love, courage, wisdom, and determination with friends from diverse backgrounds and thought who believe a better world is possible when we make ourselves better human beings. Meditation is an important tool that helps us to gain greater clarity, insights, and inner power so we can make healthy choices and amplify our capacity to live a full life. In times of great anxiety, insecurity, and fear, meditation is an essential practice for everyone to gain stability and inner strength. Just look at what a few dedicated, purposeful, and kind group of committed people have been able to achieve in 20 years. Thanks to everyone who have supported us along the way. And thanks in advance to those who believe in our work and power of intent. Brahma Kumaris Meditation Museums, where peace is inside. Om Shanti, everyone. Welcome to the next normal. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. It's so many memories. That was just 20 years of service at the Meditation Museum. And I remembered, I don't know, Santosh, if you remembered one year, I was doing our service report, which we have to do every year at the Brahma Kumaris because of the law of the land. And I had forgotten my service that we did with Oprah Winfrey. I was like, who forgets that, right? And the reason why I was remembering is that when you do like 10 amazing things in a day, you don't remember each one. It's like you're just trying to look for something you remember or what have you. But why am I saying that to you is that sometimes life moves so fast you don't remember everything. Or maybe it was such a beautiful experience it just wanted to remain a mystery inside of the soul. Who knows? Maybe us being together today is preordained. It's predestined. Have you ever given it a thought that this is a drama that we're in and we're mere actors? We're playing out our part. The moment this soul enters into this body, it creates the eyes, the nose, the lips, the ears, the features, the form, the gender. It attracts the religion, the language, the culture, relationships, situations, circumstances. This little tiny energy here this little energy. You can't even see it with these two eyes. You can't see you with these two eyes. It's amazing, isn't it? The soul that is in you, the soul inside of you. Can you imagine that there's a possibility that it's predestined? The name, the form, the features, the religion, the language, the interactions you have with people. It's in Hyderabad, and I had the best guide, Harjasmeet. And it was so interesting. The first time we met each other and we spoke, because when you're doing a really huge event, there was a huge event being organized by Daiji in Hyderabad at the time. And just the first time we just spoke, there was a feeling like, wow, this is a soul definitely I know. But it was as if there was nothing new that was. And there must be so many stories that you might have that you've told, where just in your hello or your preordained for you both, or happening for each and every one of us. Now, you to maybe try to help us to predict what our future will be. Why do we go to numerologists, seers, saints, gurus, pundits? Why do we go into meditation or life regressions or stories that help us to understand who we are? It's almost as if there are things that are just stamped for us. Happiness is preordained. Your happiness is, your peace is preordained. Your ability. We're living in a world now that a personality that people very rarely talk about is God. That was preordained. In the United States of America, we talk a lot about people, especially a specific person who is challenging the legal and the judicial system of this country. And this morning I was thinking, I wonder if every day people spoke about the beauty and the intimacy of their relationship with God, if that could be preordained. I kept thinking about that. So here's my understanding of us being with our own preordained part recorded in the soul. What if, just what if, and have a heart-to-heart spiritual conversation, and it's nothing new, it was already meant to happen. What if this just is preordained? How does it impact on the soul level? I'm supposed to sit here, supposed to talk about life. Is it preordained? Is it predestined? I'm supposed to look at you in the camera and have a relationship with you with the intent that when this closes down, we will think things that are higher than our average life, because we've understood that it's all preordained. To be Jenna was preordained. To become a Brahma Kumari was preordained. To wear the sari every day is preordained. to put on my BK badge. It's preordained. To comb my hair the way that I do every morning. I'm supposed to do it. It's a fascinating concept, isn't it? There was an earthquake here a few days ago, and as I witnessed it, it's like it was meant to happen. Sometimes you ask, what's the significance of everything? Sometimes our ego will never be able to have the right answers for ourselves. But if my life and if my destiny is preordained, what's my role in it? Do I have choice? Do I actually have will, choice to make? And I'd say yes. And that was preordained. I'll tell you, I've told a story about working with a boss who was drunk with their ego and their position and power. And as much as there were other people who were working around that person, of her, with me and that person was uncomfortable for me. It happened between us. But deep in my heart, I want to be ordained. And what I wanted to be ordained, bring me back. I don't want to ordain pre-ordained me becomes an instrument to make me start to believe I can't. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy, because they said that. Maybe it's preordained for them to say that. Okay, that was preordained. Obviously, they weren't being nice. How could they say that? How could they do that? How could they not think of my emotional well-being in speaking such words to me? Preordained, huh? Preordained for them to say that. But what's preordained for me to respond? I want you all to think of this really deeply. If my life is a predestined, already written script in front of me, or I do have willpower and choice, and what if you decided to preordain and to make as your destiny, to take power from God and ordain the best for you? You can take lemons and make lemonade out of it. And that's preordained. If you're destined to do something, nothing and no one can stop it, you know, if it's preordained. But that doesn't mean that you fall short on the lower choices that you think is preordained to be made. Example, oh, it was preordained for me to yell and cuss at this person. Okay. Or I could feel I'm getting frustrated and angry with this person. What do I want to express as something that will be preordained in me? That if it's destined to keep happening, I want to keep serving this higher version of myself. That I want to have preordained. What if that is preordained? So 2 parts here. I think I'm about to get really upset with this person and it's preordained. I guess it's drama. I'm going to get upset with this person. I'm going to yell and be the worst person I could possibly be so they could hear me. Let's shift our thinking a little. Let's evolve a little. Let's become soul conscious more. Let's become soul conscious a little. Soul conscious means I'm focusing my attention here, behind my eyes. And I know God made me perfect with the best qualities, with love and peace and purity and happiness. I know that is in me. And even though that person had to play that part out in front of me, this scene that was unpleasant was ordained. I want to begin to rewire me being a part of this predestined role, where I step up and respond from a godlike place, a spiritual place, a self-conscious place, a place where I know now whatever thoughts I have will create certain results. I can't say it's happening out of nowhere. If I keep thinking good, even though I'm being given lemons, eventually I won't get lemons, I'll get lemonade. Eventually. The soul has a recording of so much experience of past birth, past lives, the past 10 years. There are recordings of emotions and feelings that you hold on to. And the more you hold on to those feelings, the more it clouds your ability to see clearly where you're supposed to go. So keep letting go of these stories. They're supposed to happen. It's like watching a movie. It's preordained. You put in the movie player and it plays over and over and over again. Yeah, my life is like that. But I will choose as of today to play the hero role. I will preordain for my life. Let me keep practicing to take the high road. Even if I master that 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 9 out of 10 times, I'm claiming victory on my life, you know. Keep moving forward because the drama of life keeps moving forward. Even if it's predestined. Predestined means there's a story. It's moving forward. I felt the thought, the feeling to go back live again. I'm just catching a predestined memory. And we are creating something positive for humanity. Make sure you don't use your narrative of my life is already predestined for me at a lower level. If you feel it's not going your way, turn up the volume on your intentions, the quality of your thoughts, and the actions that you perform. Be patient. Don't curse yourself too soon. It might take a little bit more time. Destined, but you still have the power to change, and that is predestined. So try to see if you can look into this thing. Is my life predestined? And if so, can I keep coming from a higher level to... Let's take a moment to pause and look at one of my favorite songs from my Om Shanti album with Grammy winner Ricky Cage and myself. If you haven't heard the album, I would recommend it. It's a really nice listen, actually. But I want you all to think, what's predestined for you is for your life to keep moving forward. And you don't turn back for nothing. Keep moving forward, everyone, no matter what. Let's take a moment. keep moving no matter what. There's a flow. This thing called life. It moves us ever onward, upward, forward. Like rivers of water, it keeps moving, no matter what. Over and under and round it flows. Let the currents take you on the journey of life. Simply keep going with the flow. Keep moving, no matter what. I love that track, you know. I was in Mount Abu and I held a retreat for the America Meditating Radio guests. I had Marla Maples, Donald Trump's second wife, Ricky Cage, who I met through Marla. And when I was coming down the hill, Ricky called me and asked, could you do an album with me? Could you do the voiceover on my music? And that's how that album came about. It was beautiful. So Santosh, is it okay if we go to see if chat has any intelligence, of awakened intelligence? They call it artificial intelligence. But, you know, what does the secular-minded people think? I think about this idea of the chat. You can put it on if it's possible, Santosh. You know, what these algorithms are connecting from people's thoughts and mind online. In chat, the question is life predestined? The philosophical perspective is philosophers have long debated determination versus free will. Determinism is the idea that all events, including human actions, are ultimately determined by cause external to, I can't see that part, cause to the will. Some philosophers argue that everything, including human behavior, follows a cause and effect chain. In contrast, the concept of free will suggests that individuals can make choices independent of past events. This is powerful. Or external forces. Now, the religious perspective is that various different religions have varying beliefs about predestination. For example, in Christianity, some denominations believe in predestination, where God has already determined the fate of every person. That's hard for me to accept with God on the mountaintop. And despite whatever choices I've made and I was attached to it, when I experienced God in meditation, He didn't care. Everything was wiped out. By the way, tonight's show on what happens after death at 7 to 9 EST will be happening on Zoom. So hopefully you can go to the Meditation Museum to get that link. So I'm not sure if God is just going to preordain your role to suffer. I think there's a karma connected inside of each of our souls that endure various energetic stories. But then what I love about Raj Yoga teachings is that Raj Yoga says, consider yourself to be a soul, immortal, eternal, imperishable. Remember God, the Supreme Soul. That vibration will erase whatever blocked energy the soul is carrying. And that's what we should preordain. So certain religious concepts are different. Scientific perspective in science, particularly in physics, the debate touches on whether the universe operates on the strict laws of causality, which could imply a deterministic universe, or whether quantum mechanics introduces randomness and uncertainty, which could allow free will. Psychology examines human behavior and decision-making process, suggesting that while many actions are influenced by unconscious process or past experiences, people also possess conscious decision-making abilities that allow the free choice. That I will take. That I will take. And you should too. Nothing should be so challenging for you outside of your life that you say, it's just my karma. It might be at that moment. It's your karma. But you must not give up the awareness that I have it recorded in me. I can change my circumstance. So let's listen to what the Avyak signal is for today, which is what comes after the class and the teachings of the Brahma Kumaris morning class every day. Today is, in order to reveal God, especially pay attention to two things. One, maintain unity in harmonizing your sanskaras with each other, even though you're different. Number two, let each one change themselves and inculcate the power to accommodate, and then the sanskars of others will become cool and gentle. Please allow people to change and go through their process. Don't give up on loving people and giving them the respect that they deserve. So I want to get online. Hi, everyone. Hi, Etty. Hi, Etty. Etty does a wonderful juicing program. She's in Florida. You've got to look out for Dr. Etty. She's on the comments thing. If she wants, Etty, put in your email, not your email, your website, so everybody can see the wonderful work you're doing. Yukti Dakal, Om Shanti, good morning. Put down what you liked from the class today, and it's good to keep sharing your wisdom online because it helps us to really connect. Madhavi, Divya, Samantha, beautiful to have you back. Samantha, we all used to be together on the Next Normal during the pandemic at, I think we were on at 6:30 to 7:30 every day. And so now we're on 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. ET on our YouTube. So I want you all to just keep in mind that you can preordain having a strong intellectual will. I might not like what I'm going through. I might not feel comfortable with what is happening for me. But I will now, as of today, preordain. I will keep taking the high road, no matter what. Take care of yourselves, everyone. And remember, if you want to develop the art of breaking your attachments, practice loving everyone the same. I'll see you soon. Take care.
Have you been feeling overwhelmed, stressed, out of balance lately?
Do you crave for a pocket of peace and tranquility in your busy life, but you struggle to find the time or space? Then we have the perfect solution for you. Meditation on Wheels. It's an RV sanctuary traveling in the metropolitan Washington D.C. area, offering transformative meditation experiences. It's a movable oasis of calm at your doorstep. Book us today to come to your business, school, government space, or event. Why? We bring the calm to you. meditationonwheels.com